Hello there, Libra. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Libra for August of 2019. Already we're 8 months into the year. Can you believe it? For those of us that are new out here, well, you're out here, I'm in here. Anyways, for all of us that are new, I pull 4 cards for the month, and we use the bottom card on the deck for overall view of the month. Pull angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now I am an empath. I have a speech pattern so that I speak as if I'm you during the reading, so all of us Libras get to be named Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I don't think the cards go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month like an overall theme. I have a little message for us before I start, and it's a good message. All they kept saying around us is go have fun, celebrate, be with people, the people we love, friends, family, maybe people from our past, maybe, that we want to really take a time and maybe chat and get to re-know them and things like that. But for the most of us this month, it's a month that's joy filled or happy filled, like with parties or gatherings or things that are good for us and make us feel uplifted. Our words are good this month. They're creativity, flexibility, support, vision, and light. So the word flexibility and light goes right along with their little message they were giving us for this month. So I think, if it doesn't fit, go look at the moon and rising sign, because I kind of like this energy. It's the energies of the cards are just a little weird, but they're understandable when I started really thinking about it. Because our first card here on the bottom of the deck is the moon card, and that's like the illumination. I think it's a very positive, good card that says that we're aware of our internal energies, and the moon is what illuminates the unconscious side of our lives and the things that are going on within our brain, and it allows us to shine that light of the moon on our spiritual world and our internal energies and our intuitive energies. So it would be like we were perceiving the inner energies more clearly and becoming so aware of them, like the shadings, the little nuances of what goes on, perhaps even when we're getting a message, like an inner perception, and that's going to be really useful for us this month because we can tune in very accurately, like to our spiritual vibrations and the vibrations of other people that are around us. So, and because we're more connected to the information, um, because of that being more connected energy, we know what we need, and we almost know what others need too, like to move forward or to move on. So it actually is heightened psychic development. Sometimes it is said that the moon contains like secrets. So maybe if we were making decisions and choices, we might not have had all the information. Maybe that's our word flexibility here to support our vision, for moving forward. And it goes right with our word light. But versus sun energy, it's internal energy of the moon versus the external energy of the sun that brings forward, the different type of happiness, more manifesting in the physical realm. But we also have right underneath it, which I just was told to go look, we have this Nine of Cups. And that's the pip card, like the wish energy. Your wishes will come true. So I don't know where this is coming down. Is it in our relationships? Is it in our work career? There's a card here that would point to that also in here. But we have a lot of energetics that are a little more, how do I want to put it, emotionally based this month than normal. But it doesn't feel weird or scary or unhappy. It feels useful and like it's a resource for us to be able to use. And that's nice energy when we think about that Ten of Cups that's right underneath it. So I'm thinking for the most of us, that's what it's going to mean. We have this really heightened intuition this month that allows us in that manner to get along better with friends. And we're supposed to be the balance, right? We want everybody to be happy type energy. We'll make them all happy, sometimes to our own, sometimes when we shouldn't be making them happy. I was going to say a word like detriment, but it wasn't coming out of my mouth quite right, Libra, and I thought, I gotta say it right, because our next card here is emotional energy too. The moon is water, the tides come and go. So here we got more emotional energy, the Page of Cups. So this is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy. If it's a person in our lives, it'd be more water sign based, male or female. I really love him. This card, the fish. To me, that cup is the hat, and the fish is the kid is, or whatever. It's a younger energy sometimes, if it's an energetics that it belongs to another human being in our life. And they're like, oh, look, I pulled the rabbit out of the hat, but it's the fish out of the cup, which is great because he's looking, or she is looking at that fish like it's the rabbit out of the hat, and they expect approval for everything. Approval. They're all excited, so maybe it's us taking on this energy because we have light here, creativity. Water energy is creativity, right? Water energy is flexible. It moves over and around and through everything, just like our word here. And water energy, in this case, with this particular page, can be our vision that we're shining the light on. So if it's a young person in our life, like a younger sibling, maybe a son, a daughter, um, son, daughter, younger sibling, friend, something like that, they would be bringing to us a message about love. That's what they deliver. This page is delivering a message. It might mean an engagement, or it could be engagement, wedding, some situation where there's some type of inherent emotional risk that goes along with it. And even though the circumstances are exciting when we get the Page of Cups, look at them staring at the fish there. This is exciting. Usually, even though they're exciting, they're scary kind of at the same time, like sudden elopement. Someone, one of our, let's say our kid comes home and says, guess what? I ran away and got married. And we're like, what? Or our kid comes home and say, I'm getting engaged, and I'm doing it tomorrow. Or, hi, mom, dad, I'm getting married tomorrow. Or we decide, guess what? We've been through way more than enough, and we're changing partners, we're getting married. It's like, it's something that is exciting and new, but if it was us and we're being called, uh, to step into this kind of energy, because we're air energy, not water. It would mean that it was something that we were gonna, uh, something where there's an idea that we already decided to take, or that is emotionally risky for us, but we aren't interested. We are absolutely not interested in anyone telling us this is not the way to go, Libra, or this is not the path you should be taking. So no one could sway us from whatever it is that we've decided, let's say, that we are going to do. No one would dissuade us. You know why? And they're saying it the way, because of this card that's underneath the moon card is the wish card, and we have the moon card, which shows that we're going to do it no matter what, because that's our wish. So we're going to take the risk. We're going to get on the ride, if it is us showing up, if we were going to maybe plan a new creative project, and everybody's saying, Libra, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. No one would do that. And we're like, really? Well, you just watch me do it. And we'll go forward and we will do it. It's like that kind of clear cut. But with that fun energy, I can feel myself like laughing and almost giddy about whatever it is that we're basically deciding that we want to take that risk on, because that light and that light energy feels not just like the illumination of the moon, it feels light and good to me, like decisions have been made and I'm free. So if I've been fighting with something, all of a sudden I'm clear. you know, this is what my intuition's telling me. I'm clear, I'm up on it, end of the story. Because here's our next card here, and it's the Justice card, and that means we're like concerned about external circumstances or waiting for a time of action, like to take action. We might be seeking some type of justice in a personal or a business affair. Uh, could be involved like in a lawsuit type energy for some of us. I know not all of us are involved in that kind of thing, but in any case, when the Judgment card or Justice card, calling it the wrong name, and the Justice card comes up, it is very, very important that we work to resolve the situation in a way that is fair to all participants. So even if it's something, let's say we're furious about, we're going through a divorce, and we're going to take this emotional risk or start a new relationship, and actually some of these cards coming up here could show some of us may be going for a new relationship, either with the Page of Cups or the card that's coming up right after this. Because we have to have that, we have to create balance, not just of power, right, but of emotional reactions. So we have energy in the Moon card and in the Nine of Cups energy that's underneath it, and we also have it in the Page of Cups. So we'd have to create balance of power and of emotional reactions to the situation at hand, which could mean like jockeying for power at work or division of material possessions between ourselves and maybe others. But it's a time for like justice calls for moderation in all things and in all ways, that everything's balanced, everything is equal. I'm not taking more because I'm angry, but I'm not taking less because it's my just due. See, the scales of justice usually make sure everything is balanced. if that makes sense to us, you know. And another thing that can come up sometimes with this card is we need to create a harmony to facilitate like relationships. And the other thing is we may get called forward with a justice card, like to uh, evaluate situations for others, or um, be part of the subject in a like a arbitration thing, you know, if it was in a lawsuit. But whatever it is at this time, well, we're not to be swayed like by our personal viewpoint. Okay, so let's say someone's asking us, saying to us, hey, you know what, Libra, um, I want you to go to court for me, right? I would have had to actually see, physically see what happened. And even if I had seen what happened, like they want us to be on their side only, even if I'd seen what happened, maybe I've seen things before that gives me another type of determination, but I still want to see everything come out fair and right for uh, everybody concerned. That's the way they're saying it. For everybody that is concerned. Fair and just for myself, and fair and just for all if I'm the one that's being asked to like arbitrate, if that makes any sense. If I'm, you know, like I'm called in to break up a argument type situation, I'm going to look at it as if, you know, uh, look at it as if, what would I do should I stand in this situation? If this was my situation, versus what would I do if because I'm on one person's side or I'm on the other person's side. That's the way they want me to put it. Because our next energy here is the Knight of Rods, and that's what made me think about the emotional part, maybe switching partners, you know, or going through a divorce with that Justice card there, because this particular knight, he's not a warrior. He's more like he's not going to battle, he's going for the jousting tournament. Let's put it that way. So he or she, it's going to be fire energy, that's going to be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo type energy, male or female if it's a person. But this night also delivers a message, and it's good news concerning work or finances, social activities like that go have fun type of energy. He brings glad tidings, is the way they just said to say it, and I thought that's kind of silly. It's an old timey word, but they said glad tidings that relate to almost any type of happily anticipated event, okay? A journey, a vacation, a change of residence or a job, trying to think of an engagement, a marriage, just like the Page of Cups energy could bring engagement, marriage. If it's a specific person, usually it might be a younger person, you know. But then again, not always, but it's the energetics of that type but they have those same qualities, like the King and the Queen, which indicates that whoever bears the message that this particular night is bringing to us, the message is trustworthy, it's honest, it's loyal, and it's faithful, and we could believe it. So that in itself is wonderful. So for some of us, it might be at work, like I said. For others of us, this could be us making choices in relationships because of that Justice card in there. Because I'm thinking why, because of this next card that comes up here is the Four of Pentacles. They call that the miser card, and we're not usually miserly. We're real generous and giving, but this is when we're like holding tight to money or material material possessions that we already have, like that type of energy. And that could come right along with that Justice card there. Maybe we're in the like court thing, like I said, and we don't want to give up anything, so we're afraid we're going to lose something, so we're usually sitting or got both feet on one of these pentacles here, and this is earth energy, so it's money, possessions, things like that, and he's like, I'm not giving it up. But sometimes we're hanging on to some of our possessions or situation because of that Justice card there. Even a situation in a stubborn, inflexible manner. And our word here is flexibility. So we don't want to do that. Maybe we're simply comfortable with the way we are and we don't want change, right? We're just comfortable. End of story. But what they're saying is, but, change is part and parcel of life, and that we have to be able to accept it and accept that it will come, okay? So this card, right, with this card together, shows me that the change is coming, but it has to be done in a fair and balanced manner, fair and balanced manner. We can't just jump on it. Also, what I was thinking? Some of us, this Four of Pentacles energies might mean that we're holding on to money or holding down, like holding down because we're saving for something that's really important to us. Maybe it is like a wedding or a celebration of some kind or another, They said don't quarrel, because when he's upside down, it's a quarreling about money, finances, or possessions. And with that Justice card in there, we're not supposed to do that. We're not to take, if we're the one that is in the court type situation, we are not to take more than we're due, because it is that type of stingy energetics, but we are to take our just due. So we're to stand up and fight for what is our just due, but not be so angry that we be taking more in any case, But I think it's an exciting, like if this was a divorce proceeding, and we're still pissed, that kind of energy. But I think it's a good, exciting month for all of us, and I think the energy that they're giving me is, it's going to be fun, it's going to be playful, and it's going to be celebratory, right? And we're going to make it through with this uplifted atmosphere or sense in it, okay? Oh, that's funny. You can't make these up. Our card is play. So let's go out and have fun. And, if we're celebrating the divorce, invite a bunch of friends over, or celebrating the new relationship, invite people over that we love and care about, or go out with them and have a party and play. That's about what they're talking about, because it's going to come out right. If there was something I didn't know that was hidden, it's going to come to light too. Because my intuition is so heightened, I might have to, I might be the one at the last minute that points it out in court. I don't know if this is going to be work energy, or if justice is me getting the promotion at work and that's all the happy things, or if it's actually going to be a physical division, because I can't do that for you. I wished I could. It would be so much easier. It says, "Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you will return to work with a renewed perspective and a heightened energy." And that's why they told us our word light doesn't just mean spirit, like spiritual light, the light of God. It means shining the light on things this month and keeping the atmosphere around us light. Light and playful and happy. That's the way the whole energy feels, and being flexible, ready to go out and have fun or do whatever it is that we're interested in doing for, our own self. It says, "The angels see that you need to play." And so they sent you this card. You've been working and worrying a lot lately, maybe with what that Page of Cups is going to pull out of that cup instead of the fish. You've been working and worrying a lot lately, and your soul cries out for fun. Feelings of fatigue, irritability, or depression are additional signs that you're overdue for some playtime. It has been rough. This was supposed to be a wonderful year, and last year, and it's been like every apple cart in the world's been tossed around there, don't you think? It says are additional signs that we're overdue for playtime. You don't need to wait until you have a free moment, because you can inject fun into your day today. Simple pleasures, moments of silliness, laughing with a friend, watching a funny movie are examples of ways to have fun that don't require time or money. Fun and play are necessary parts of life for children and adults. These types of activities help us live healthier lives and allow us to attain our desires much more quickly. And that Nine of Cups is the pip card. Wishes, dreams, and hopes come true. What did you wish for? It says, "Fun's part of living a balanced life. Stop what you're doing and go have fun right now. I'm leaving. I'm not finishing this reading." Release any guilt about having fun to the angels. You deserve happiness. You deserve pleasure and enjoyment. Make sure your recreational activities are purely fun and non-competitive. Justice card. Good gravy. Well, Libra, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or go nev about me, all the information's down below the screen. Or if you want to set an appointment with me, all the information to do that is over at the website. There's 2 short videos over at the website. That one explains the prayer class I put out there for you, and the suture classes I put out for you. The prayer class is 2.5 hours long, explains why and how to format the prayers. The sutras are thought forms. You put in a 5-minute a day meditation that enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. 2 videos over there explain them. They're like 5 minutes long. And to everybody I've met through 3 whole years of doing YouTubes now, and all of you I've met through 31 years of doing this work, I want to tell you, it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be able to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.